The flood is gone, the water remains. West Swale, water in motion, from Ice Age rivers to blue-green infrastructure.
Imagine standing on this prairie 20,000 years ago.
There is no Saskatoon, no roads, no neighborhoods, no bridges crossing the South Saskatchewan River.
Instead, before you rises a wall of ice nearly 3 kilometers thick. It stretches beyond the horizon, shaping the land beneath its immense weight.
Today, little of that ice remains, yet its story is still written across the landscape, not in towering mountains or deep canyons, but in quiet wetlands, hidden springs, winding swales, and patches of green that refuse to disappear. These places are living reminders that water remembers. Welcome to Saskatoon's West Swale, where Ice Age rivers become today's blue-green infrastructure. Glacial origins. Water as architect.
At first glance, these photographs may seem ordinary.
Fields, wetlands, woodlots, but look more carefully.
Notice the long ribbon of greener vegetation winding across the prairie on satellite maps. Notice how farming gives way to wetlands and shrubs. This subtle corridor marks the path of an extraordinary event. More than 11,000 years ago, and during repeated glacial episodes throughout the Pleistocene, the Laurentide Ice Sheet advanced and retreated across Saskatchewan.
As ice blocked ancient rivers, enormous glacial lakes formed.
When those lakes overflowed, meltwater escaped with unimaginable force.
The Yorath Island Channel became one of those spillways.
The water rushed across the Prairie plains, carving a broad, low-lying corridor that today we know as the West Swale.
Geologist Larry Edwin Hodges carefully mapped these ancient channels in his landmark doctoral research, revealing that today's landscape still follows pathways carved by Ice Age water.
The flood is gone.
The water remains.
The Great Spillway.
Imagine a river unlike anything Saskatchewan has seen in human history.
This was not a gentle stream.
It was a catastrophic outburst of glacial meltwater.
When Glacial Rice Lake could no longer contain the enormous amount of water pouring out of the glacial North Saskatchewan River from melting ice, its natural barriers failed. Water surged across the Prairie Plains with the force and speed of Niagara Falls.
The torrent carried sand, gravel, boulders.
Entire hillsides were reshaped.
Sediments were stripped away in some places and piled high in others.
Kames, moraines, wetlands, the Groundwater came, the West Swale, the Moon Lake Channel.
These are not separate stories.
They are chapters in one remarkable geological event.
Today, the water no longer races across the prairie.
Instead, it moves quietly beneath our feet.
Ancient flood, living landscape.
At first glance, the West Swale doesn't look like an ancient river. There are no towering cliffs, no deep canyon. Instead, its story is subtle. A ribbon of greener vegetation, permanent wetlands fed by groundwater, seasonal wetlands renewed by rain and snowmelt, underground springs that continue to emerge as groundwater levels rise and fall through cycles of wet years and drought. The ancient spillway still guides where water gathers.
And wherever water gathers, life follows. Dragonflies patrol the air, damselflies cling to reeds, caddisfly larvae build tiny underwater homes. Predaceous diving beetles hunt beneath the surface. Water boatmen row through quiet pools. Brook sticklebacks dart among aquatic plants. Tiny daphnia, copepods, freshwater shrimp, and snails form the foundation of an entire food web. These creatures feed amphibians. Amphibians feed birds. Birds feed the imagination. What began as a catastrophic flood has become one of Saskatchewan's living classrooms.
And this raises an important question. Not why the flood happened, but why its legacy still matters today.
Friends of the Saskatoon Afforestation areas. Friendsareas.ca